Hey everyone, Jules here with Dropping Jules, where we talk about real estate and everything in between. And today I'm joined with the lovely Fran. Hi, Fran. How are you?
Hi, Jules. I'm great. Thanks so much for having me.
No, thank you so much. What an honor to have you. It's been a while, and I've wanted to get you here to share your journey with our audience. And I'm so excited. So thank you so much for being here with us.
Of course. Thanks for asking.
So we'll go ahead and get started, Fran. So tell us a little bit about you, a little bit of a background. What did you do before you got started into real estate? Before we jump into how you got started in real estate.
Sure. So my background's actually in retail management. I worked for Walmart for 25 years.
Oh, girl.
So
Wow.
yeah, it was amazing. They get a
Yeah.
bad rap, of course there's good and bad people and everything, but it was amazing and it taught me, I mean, I started when I was like 21, so I
Mm-hmm.
learned so many skills that have led me to where I am today, managing people, all the things that are hard, right? That are really hard to learn. You can learn the stuff, you can learn the product, you can learn whatever to do. But those leadership skills that are built in time is something that are invaluable that I learned there. So we moved a lot because back in the day to promote, you went wherever they wanted you to go. So
Sure.
uh, my kids always, people ask them, are you military brat? Because, a lot of schools, and they're like, no,
Yeah.
we were Walmart brats, even though they
Walmart
were
Prince.
military brats too, because my husband was in the army and we
Yeah.
were stationed in Hawaii, but which is where I actually started with Walmart. But yeah, so I did that for 25 years.
Wow. Okay, so first of all, thank you, husband, for your service. So you said you started in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Well, walk us through like how often did you move on f for your job being promoted?
Oh my gosh. So I don't even
Every
know,
two
a
years,
lot.
every year, really? Oh,
It's
a
like
lot.
it's almost like every 3 years. I
Oh,
feel like we
wow.
moved every 3 years, and it wasn't always like to a whole different state, but it might have been like a different part of the state, but
Okay,
enough to where
sure.
the kids had to change schools. So
Schools. Huh.
we lived in Texas, we lived in California, in southern and northern or
Mhm.
central, and then we lived in Washington State was basically home, and we lived on both sides of the
Oh,
state.
wow. Okay. Wow.
So
Well, the kids got to see the country, so that's
they
awesome.
did.
The only thing was changing, so I'm sure during high school and all that stuff, it was a little bit tough for the kids moving.
Once they got to high school, they were able to do all 4 years in the
Oh,
same
good.
school. So that
Oh,
part was really, really good. Yes,
yeah.
or almost. My son was, we left Texas when he was, I think, in his freshman year or just finished freshman year. But he was able to do the other three in high
On the
school.
three. Oh, that's
Yeah, and then
awesome.
my daughter was too. So that part was good. Like I always wanted them to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So.
So how did it coincide with you working for Walmart and having to move and then your husband in the military? Did it ever have any conflict? Like, was he
No,
gonna?
so he was already done. So when we were in Hawaii and I started with Walmart, he actually got a medical discharge there. So we were able then to transfer from Hawaii back to Washington State, which was
Got it.
home.
Home. Okay.
And then then he became a long haul truck driver for, a
Yeah,
while.
over the
And
road driver. Yeah, I love it. Okay.
yeah, he had issues with his feet, so it was hard. And that's why he had to get out of the military. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you'll have that. So, okay, so Walmart. What made you transition into real estate? Share with us.
Yeah, so I mean, I did several things after Walmart. I managed a dental office for a while. So when I went back to work, they restructured and I took my severance, is why I ended up leaving. Because I really thought I would be a 50-year associate. Like I would retire just doing something fun in the store, like, I
Yes.
don't know, something. Because I could have done whatever. And so when they offered me the severance, we were in a position where it was like, it's time. I had my grandson now. I didn't want to, the holiday. It's hard, hard work. It was amazing pay and I did great, but you can't get time, right? And I'd already lost a lot of that with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, when they were younger, I had lots of leeway because I was always salary, so I could go to their school things and stuff. But
Hmm.
anyway, I wanted to be with my grandson, so I left, took the severance, and I told my husband, when I go back to work, I want to manage. I want to do something in the medical field because they
Okay.
always have good hours. And he's like, "You don't know anything medical." I'm like, "Doesn't matter.
I can learn it.
I can run a business and I can do all of that." So anyway, so I did that for a little while, then COVID and all of the things. And then I became a Tupperware lady. Isn't this crazy?
That is
So
amazing. Oh my God, tell me about that.
just for fun, like I
Sure.
was just doing it from home because you could do it completely from home. And in 3 months, I became a director. In 6 months, I earned my first car. In 1 year, I earned a second car. I mean, like I grew this huge, big team. And I left the dentist office and I did that for
Wow.
like 5 years.
I
And
love
it
it.
was amazing. And then one day, my amazing son-in-law comes to me and says, "Hey, I want to start investing in real estate." And I'm
Hmm.
like, "Okay." He's like, "But I don't have time because of his job.
Hmm.
So, um, let's start a company together. You run it, you manage it, and we'll do this together." And that's how I got into real estate. I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
"What?"
Your son-in-law. Wow, that
Of all
is,
people, right?
yeah.
So funny because, other than buying my own personal home, I didn't know anything about real estate.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then he finds this was like in March of last year.
So 2024. Okay, so
Yeah.
March 24. So you joined,
He,
how do you know like
no, I think it was it 24 or 23? Anyway, it wasn't that long ago. And so
okay.
then what would you ask me? I'm sorry.
No, 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 go ahead.
He finds Pace's community, right? He finds the community and he's like, "Hey, we need to look into this." And he starts telling me about SubTo, and I'm like, "How is that legal? Like, are you sure?" Like all the same things
All the
everybody does,
questions, yes.
all the questions. So we joined SubTo, and then we joined Gator,
Hmm.
and then we're on a team, and then all the things. Then I go to Squad Up, and it's mind blowing. It's
Yes.
amazing, and that's how I end up in Owners Club because I'm
Wow.
like, I have to be in the room. Like anything I've ever done,
Hmm.
any like even with the Tupperware, right? Like as soon as I started, I was like, I'm gonna be the ones teaching the Zooms. I
That's
want to be
right.
the one on the stage, and I did all of
And you
that.
did all of that.
I
Yes.
want to be where the go-doers, the go-givers,
Mm-hmm.
the action takers are, and so
Yes.
that's how I ended up in Owners Club.
I love that. And for, we just met like a little while ago and we started talking and I could see that from you. You're definitely an action taker. You're definitely and a go-giver. So thank you, Fran.
Thank you. I
You're
try.
welcome. Yes, and
Yes.
you do it. You do it. So okay, so you joined Sub 2, your son-in-law got you to do that, then you joined Gator, then Squad Up, then Owners Club. Okay. So when you first joined Sub 2, for somebody new that's listening in and they got into real estate, how did you know what lane you wanted to go? Like wholesaling, fix and flip. Take us back through that.
That's a hard one because I still don't know if I'm in my lane. Because I'm like Pace says, right? That shiny
The
object
shiny
syndrome.
object.
I want
Yes.
to do all the things. I think I think you have to really figure out like what's going to be the best for where you are today. Because just because you're in one lane today, even though you want to be in all the lanes, right? And you want to
Right.
diversify and you want to do all of the things, right? That's the right thing to
Absolutely.
do eventually.
Hmm.
I think I figured out I have to like try to really be in like 3 lanes.
Three lanes.
I don't know
Okay.
if I could just be in just one. But you have to like really focus, I think, and the biggest thing for me was finding my tribe and finding those people
Mm.
that were aligned with what I wanted to also do. So
Hmm.
even though I might have a couple of different lanes, right? Because I have, like you can see right here, the
Hmm.
things that I'm focusing on,
Hmm.
but I have a group that we're focusing on that. And then I
Yes.
have another team group that I work with that we're focusing on the other. And then I'm doing the land. But so that was really hard because in the beginning I was really trying to like, okay, what's my avatar? Watching all the
Sure.
stuff and I'm like, okay, what which one really am I? I am a little bit of a visionary, but I'm not like Pace. I'm not, that's my son-in-law. He's like the visionary. He's
Okay.
like, this and that.
So you're
I
the integrator making it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I feel like I'm a little bit of a connector because I love to like remember who needs what and be able to say, I know somebody that can do that. And you need to
Yes.
talk to this person
Yes.
and all of that. But I think the best advice in the very beginning when you get
Hmm.
into something like Sub2 is really utilizing the community and really finding your local people. I was
Yes.
put into the No One Left Behind challenge from the start. And the people that were all in my group I was lucky because almost all of them live right here in Charleston.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've been, Birdie and David and Sue and John and and then Paul and Jason. I mean, and now we're all working together,
I love that. I love
you
that.
know.
Yeah.
And even being the one that knew nothing, they've brought me in and we've worked together in some sort of fashion. I've
Mhm.
PML'd, we're, JVing on some other things. I mean, so
It's been incredible, incredible ride for
it
you.
really has.
Yeah. So that's great advice. So, getting immersed in the community, right? So finding your tribe. I love that you said that. And then also going to the meetups and intentional networking, would you say?
Yes, and that was scary for me at first, and even still today, right? Because I still have that little bit of um, imposter
What's
syndrome,
syndrome? Oh,
right?
yes.
Because these people have been in real estate forever and they talk about things but it's so funny because every time I go, I feel more like I know what they're talking about.
Yes. And
I know
there's
what that
somebody that
means.
you know more than, and it's their
Yes,
first time. So yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But you have to, I always say, because it's always scary, right? To do something different or do something new, but you just have to do it scared. That's kind of like my motto, like, don't be scared. And so many times when I've not wanted to go to the meetup because it's on a Tuesday night downtown and it's like I'm already tired. And
Yes.
but
Yes.
every time I've pushed myself to go,
Mhm.
something comes out of it.
I love
And it
that.
would have been that missed opportunity like Tim's story talks about. Don't
Mhm.
say, you need to say yes.
Just say yes to, embrace the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So I love that you say that because we all have those days. I mean, like I was telling you, Monday is my tough day, but you know what? You just do it because we're Owners Club and we do hard shit, right?
Yeah.
So we do. So that brings me to your Mount Everest. So Mount Everest, for those listening in, it's like your 5-year goal. So everyone in Owners Club, we have our 5-year goal. So would you mind sharing with us what yours is?
Yeah, so I have a passion for helping people. Like I really want so my Mount Everest is to create affordable housing.
Mhm.
And however that means. So like um I have a couple of duplexes now that we rent out, and I have one that's my tenant has a housing voucher, so she's on Section 8. So that's like, and I inherited her, but that was an easy way for me to help. I want to start co-living. That's like the big thing that I'm working on right now. And reaching out to not just regular co-living. I want to do that too. And I have a team that of ladies. We're called the Powerhouse, which it's so awesome. We all invested in the same group,
Oh,
and when
wow.
we all met, and we just connected because we're all like-minded, right? That's why it's so important to do these networking things.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so we all met. We all have the same goals. We all want to do the same thing, but we all bring a different talent to the group. Like, I
It's
don't like
amazing.
numbers. I don't like numbers. You have to know numbers for real estate, right? So I mean, okay, I can do it, but I don't want to do it. So we've
Right.
got people on our powerhouse group that like numbers. That's what
Love
they
it.
do.
Yeah.
So we bring to each other. So my goal is up to bring affordable housing through co-living. Where I'm talking to a lot of nonprofits to see how I can support them
Sure.
through co-living,
Hmm.
plus, doing regular ones. And then RV parks, because I feel like that can do both. It could
Correct.
create, for people traveling, like the normal RV thing, but it also does create affordable housing for
Hmm.
people.
Hmm. Hmm. I love that. So, we all know affordable housing, there's such a crisis in right now in our country for housing. So I love that that's your Mount Everest. That's part of my Mount Everest as well with the co-living for veterans. Help me understand your day. We all feel the need that we got to juggle things around. How do you find the balance? You have 3 lanes, like you said, land, co-living, RV parks. How do you juggle that and how do you balance it? Do you work a certain day? We know the calendar series is amazing. Tell me about how you
Yeah,
structure your calendar.
I'm not good at that calendar. I'm good at
That's
creating it. I'm not necessarily good at following
well,
it.
yeah,
My
you will. You will. I was the
Yeah.
same way when I started.
Well, and what's hard for me is that my life is unpredictable. So I have a husband that's not well. So some days are better than others, and I have to
Hmm.
react,
Pivot.
which is
Yep.
a pivot, which is a blessing that this
Yes.
is my full-time job
Hmm.
because I have that flexibility. I'm to the
Yes.
point where I can not work today if I need not to.
Sure.
I have two grandkids that live in the neighborhood, and I'm on standby every single day to pick them up from school if my daughter-in-law doesn't get off of work
Can't.
in time because she doesn't know. She's a
Right.
surgical tech, and sometimes cases go long.
Hmm.
So my schedule is flexible. But what
Flex.
I try to do is
Mhm.
focus on one of the lanes per day.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like that's where I get the most. That's not how I planned it in my calendar, but that's how I've been doing it. Like my calendar,
Okay.
I was like blocking out 1 hour for searching for co-living
Mhm.
and 1 hour for land or this or that or whatever. And I'm finding that that's just not happening because it takes longer than an hour.
An
Because once you
hour.
find one, now you want to dig deeper in it, right?
Sure.
Okay, let me run some easy numbers to see if it's something that I really want to dig into, if I need to make a phone call
Sure.
or something like that.
Okay, so you instead of time blocking per hour, you're taking a day and doing a chunk, like a bigger chunk.
Yes, so maybe like 3 hours,
I love that.
you know, like let's say for land. But when I do land, I don't know why, but I get sucked in because you have to look at so many things, the
Right.
zoning and the the all of the things, for the traffic, all of the things that we need
Right.
to know for that, right? Which ChatGPT is our best friend and
Yes, it is.
helps us to guide us
Hmm.
to where we need to go to make those
Yes.
steps easier. But that one is a rabbit hole because that one really
Yeah.
really gets me in there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I love that you said that. So balancing maybe, so right now I time block, and you're right, because sometimes I put an hour for, say, Dubai, and now it's like, oh, like today it went longer. So I end up doing like an hour and a half. And then my other, I have 3 lanes as well. That got bumped. So I'm going to try what
Right.
you're saying. So I'm going to say maybe per day, like maybe half a day.
Yes. I was putting too much pressure on myself to follow it to the T, and I had to give myself some grace and realize that I'm getting it done. It's just not exactly in these square blocks.
That
And
you're doing.
so
I love
as
that.
long as that happens, then it's okay because I'm really bad at sitting down and taking a break. And then my brain's like, I should be doing this. I should be doing this. I should be doing this. But my body's like, you really need to lay down. Like this
Yeah.
morning was really busy for me. I had so many calls and so many things. My eyeballs were about to pop out of my head. So I'm like, okay, I need to go lay down. Not really lay
Yes.
down, but like I went and sat with my husband for a little while. And I'm like, I need to just
That's
relax. But in
important.
my head, I really should be doing this. I really should be doing this. I really should be doing
Yeah,
this,
you're like me. I think about all that stuff. And what I have to remind myself, Fran, is be in the moment. Be in
Yes,
the moment. Yeah.
for sure.
And I think I love that you said that we need to give ourselves grace because think about the things that we're doing that a year ago, or even a couple months ago, we were not doing.
Right. We
And
didn't even
how
know
much we're learning.
existed. Yeah.
And how much we're learning. So I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
I think for myself too, is I feel a lot of responsibility because my family has, invested in me to be an owner's club. That's a big
Yes.
investment. I need
Yes.
to not squander that.
Mhm.
My son-in-law coming to me to start this business, that's a big
It's a
deal. So
big
I
deal.
take it very seriously
Absolutely.
and I just want to make everybody proud.
And you will. And you are. I mean, think how far you've come. And you're helping so many people in our community. You give so much back. You're a true go-giver. So,
Thank you.
that's you're welcome. That's nothing to take shyly. So we really appreciate you. And we appreciate you being in She Leads as well. So thank you for giving, always giving, giving, giving. So, all
I
right. So,
love the group.
yes, I love our group too. Okay, so RV parks, co-living and land. We'll pivot and tell us a little bit about what you need. Well, we'll take one at a time, or we can just do an overall.
Sure. So for the co-living, I can start with that. So for co-living, my group, our powerhouse group really is focusing on like our business model is to find pre-existing co-living properties. So
Okay.
properties that are already up and running, are stabilized, are showing, like we can look at, several years worth of data to really see how they're doing. Like that's really what we're
Hmm.
focusing
That's your
on to get
model. Okay.
started because I just feel like it's going to be easier to manage something that's already going. We don't have to worry about the zoning. It's already been
Or
there.
it's already been
Nobody
there.
has a problem
Right.
with it. Mostly in Houston. We're looking in Houston
Okay.
um, because I have one of our team members lives there, so she could be boots on the ground. Plus, my
Love
daughter
it.
lives there, and it gives me an excuse to go see her.
Ooh, love it.
But Houston has like it's the Wild West over there, right? It's easier. But honestly, almost anywhere in that is has something that's doing well, we'll look at in a landlord friendly state.
Okay.
I really want to start it here in Charleston, South Carolina as well. And that doesn't have to be pre-existing. Obviously, it doesn't really exist here that much, not like in Atlanta and
Oh,
some
yeah.
other areas.
So question on that. So you're taking existing co-living models. So would those be like previous like pad split opportunities that
Yeah, so a lot of them are pad split. I have a website that's not also that I'm looking at, but pad split even has a marketplace, but I'm fine where they are
are
selling,
selling?
but they're not like I found a couple of properties I've reached out to and they just don't respond. So it's not well managed yet. It's like still evolving, so it's not
Sure.
great. So
So are you looking for more deals or what do you need for the co-living?
yes, I need deals. I need the actual property. Send me,
Okay. So
whatever
if
anybody
someone, so
that
give us
wants.
a little bit, like do you have a place where you have your buy box? Like, are you looking for 5-2, like what's your perfect property?
So
Or
if it's already a co-living, I mean, the more the better, obviously.
sure. Mhm.
So I don't really have like a particular number. If it's something that I want to convert, the more bedrooms and bathrooms, the better. Minimum of, I would say, 4 bedrooms,
Okay.
3 bathrooms. Could be 3 bedrooms, at least minimum 3 bathrooms, because that's what really costs a lot to add is
Is
the bathroom.
conversion to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So do you need to know like how long they've been operating as a co-living model or is it like a certain amount of data like years or months or
I think if it has 2 years of data
Mhm.
would be good because then you know it's really stabilized. It's had
Sure.
that first year to kind of get have people find out that it's there, and then that second year to really just
Hmm. And what
run.
if it's not? Would that not fit the buy box or you're still going to look at
No, I would look at it if it's in a good location and a
it?
good price,
Okay.
creative, anything
Just
like that. Yeah.
all creative or are you looking at cash deals as well?
No, I'll look at cash deals also. Obviously, creative is better because it saves us all money, but
Depending on the
that's not going to
price.
be every single deal. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And how, if they have the deals, if you're a bird dog and you want to find properties for Fran, everything will be in the description of what she's looking for. So it has to be an existing pad split, so a co-living structure, 4 beds and more. And she's looking for those deals. You can please send it to her and email or your IG, or would you prefer, Fran? Okay.
You could email me at Fran Mac, so Fran for my first name, and then Mac, my Cleary is my last name, so Mac, um, dot real estate at gmail.com.
Okay, so again, it's franmac.realestate@gmail.com, and it will be in the description. So if
Yeah.
you're listening later on, it will be there for you to pick that up.
And
Okay.
my phone number is right here in my picture too. You could text me to there too as well. That's
Okay.
fine.
All right, perfect. Okay, so 2 ways to get in touch with Fran. So that's a co-living. So you need deals. What about for the RV parks?
So RV parks too. So we have a team. We're actively looking in the southeast, so Florida,
Hmm.
South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and then we're also potentially interested in Tennessee and Alabama.
Okay.
So for my buy box for that, and I can give you my link too, and you can put it in the description and
Yes, yes, you can send
that'll
it and I'll put it in there. Absolutely.
um so we want 50 pads or more,
Hmm.
preferably with land to expand, because
Hmm.
that would be great that we could do that in the future.
Hmm.
Value add, so anything that maybe has water would be great, like a lake
Hmm.
or something like that,
Hmm.
where we could do, rentals for paddle boards, just
Oh, I
different
love
ways
that.
to add
Add.
revenue, right? Um, but we want it to be something that could be run year round. So that's why we are not looking in any of the cold areas.
I love that. Hmm.
Um, so we could add, laundry or different amenities and things that we could
Sure.
add to it. So where it could be partial, people that live there and partial recreation.
Hmm. Okay, love that. So same email, right? And same contact
Yes.
info. Okay, perfect,
Yep.
perfect.
That'd be great.
So with the RV parks, you guys are looking at southeast area, warmer areas, so you want to manage it year round. I love that. And looking for room for expansion, so having some different verticals there. Love it. Okay. And the land.
And the land. So I'm looking to develop some car washes,
Okay.
which if you are part of the community, you know all about that.
Yes. Okay.
So that can be anywhere in the country. Criteria for that just needs to be less than $1 million,
Mhm.
a minimum of half an acre with no more than 1 acre, and it
Okay.
needs to be in high populated areas and arterials. There's lots of other little caveats, but for the most part, that's where the main thing needs to be on a super busy street,
Mhm.
not even like 1 block off. Like this
Mhm.
is super particular.
Yes.
Um, and then within that space.
I love
So
that. Okay, so you're getting all this. Okay, and I guess you have capital taken care of, so you're just basically looking for deals.
I can always use capital. So if
I was
you
waiting for
have
you to say
capital, if
that.
you have capital that you need to deploy and you need to partner with somebody, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, are you offering equity position or just debt?
It could always, we could always talk.
Negotiate. Okay,
Yes, we can
perfect.
negotiate. Obviously, I'm happy to give, you know, everybody helped me to start and we want to help everybody else. So we definitely can do equity and, pay and learn as you go.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
He always says something like that.
Yes, pay as you go or earn something. Yes, he always
Earn to learn.
earn
That's,
to learn. Paces
yeah.
pacisms are,
Yeah, we should
yes.
start saying that.
And
Yeah.
have make a book for him with
Yeah.
all his pacisms. All right. So I love that you have your buy box and what you're looking for. We'll get your link and I have your email. We'll have your phone number in there. So anybody that wants to reach out, they can reach out with deals. Okay, perfect. I want to take it back a little bit and our industry, we are a male-dominated industry. Do you find in your journey, how has it been for you evolving as a woman in this space?
It's to me, even though yes, you go to events or you go to wherever and it is, but I feel like the women that I have met are all like superstars. Like they're all rock stars. They all just
Hmm.
are. Nobody feels like we're the smaller one in the group, even though I'm this big, I'm like not even 5 foot. So that's, an oxymoron. But um, it's been great for me. Like I haven't had any issues whatsoever. I feel like we're extra supported, especially in
Yes,
this community. I mean,
I love it.
Pace loves all of us, right?
Hmm.
But I mean, so then like with this powerhouse group that I'm in, it was all ladies. When we went to the mastermind in
Hmm.
Hawaii, I went to a mastermind in Hawaii for co-living, and we were all there was one man, and the rest of us,
Really?
yeah, John,
Oh,
Big John,
Big John.
Big John.
Yeah,
Obviously Dustin was there and the people leading the group, but actually us investors, we were almost all ladies.
that's
And
amazing.
I think that's why we also connected so well because we're there to support each other.
Yes.
And even though we all are very competitive, we just want everybody to win. It's not in a competitive sense where we're like, oh no, I can't talk about that deal with you because you might take it from me. It's not like that. It's
Oh,
like, okay, I have this deal. What do you think? Help me,
mhm.
blah, blah, blah,
I love
walk
that.
through it.
Just being
Yeah.
open and being collaborative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's just been so much support, so much support. And we have somebody that knows everything, right? Nobody knows everything, but we have somebody that knows whatever it is that you need,
Oh my God,
right?
that's amazing. Another chat GPT in your
Yeah.
group.
No, I mean in our
No, no,
community.
no. Yes, yes,
But
yes. No, no,
yes,
no. Yes. No, I was just being silly. So
yes,
yeah, no, that's amazing though. That's great. And it's really important. You said you find your tribe. And I remember we were talking about it and you were so excited. You had just come back from the Hawaii Mastermind and you gals just clicked right away.
we really did. Yeah. And
Mhm.
so with that, my theory was we have to keep that momentum going
Yes.
because so quickly you get home and you get into your normal and then you're like, okay, we should have done that. We could have done this. And now we're like, okay, we have a weekly Zoom. We're planning. We're figuring out whose roles are going to be what. And nothing's defined completely because, we're still new
You're
and
still new.
we
Yeah.
don't even, we're still really learning each other, but
Mhm.
it's, I'm super excited about where that's going to lead.
I love that. I love your excitement on it. And I'm sure, great things are going to come from that powerhouse. I love that you call it powerhouse. That's great. It's just by the name alone, you got to
Yeah.
crush it. So, okay. So we'll pivot a little bit. And for someone starting out, would you recommend joining SubTo or Gator?
I think it depends on what your goals are.
Okay.
So, like, if you are going to be a buyer,
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to be in sub two.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you want to just be, and I'm not, I started to think passive. Nothing is ever
Just a
passive.
passive, no.
But if you're wanting to just lend your money and because you don't want to, do all of the other things,
Yes.
then do Gator. But for the most part, I think sub two is really where it's at because that's where you get the most. And
Mhm.
most Gators are in both, so you're going to meet them there
You're gonna
anyway.
meet them there anyhow. Yeah.
Yeah, you might not get as much of the training is a tiny bit different because it's, in each group, obviously, it's
Mhm.
dedicated completely to it, but we still learn. It's just a little bit different.
Yes.
But I would say if you're not just going to lend,
Hmm.
definitely join Sub 2 because you'll meet all those same people for the most part there.
Yes, I love that. Okay. Very sound advice. Very sound advice. Well, Fran, any last minute words of wisdom you want to share? Any jewels you want to share before we go?
The biggest thing is just do it scared and don't wait. Take action because you're gonna do it wrong. Like it's just normal.
It's a
Like
matter of, yeah, it
it's
just goes.
just going to happen, right? Now, do your due diligence. You don't want to do it wrong and lose a ton of money. Nobody wants to do that, obviously. That's not what I mean. But just try things like I'm still scared. I'm still like I sent my first LOI like by my like that I created one day and I was like I had to say I'm like paste, I did it. I mean I've done it before like with the group or whatever, but something where I found it, I did it and it was like did we buy it? No.
Yeah,
It didn't ever happen. It was a 13 unit townhouse multifamily
right.
but but it got me over that fear. Now it's not that big of a deal, right? It's still nerve-wracking and
It
nervous because
is.
it's
Yes.
big dollars sometimes, and you're like, where am I going to get the money? I don't know. We'll figure that out after.
That's right. It's only money. It's only some
It's only
zeros.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes, like Jamil says, there's plenty
It
out
does.
there for everybody. Yeah.
It is.
So just do it. Don't go into analysis paralysis and just do nothing. You need to
Right.
do something, even
Something.
if it's, yeah, even if it's just, sometimes I feel like I really haven't done anything. I mean, I have a couple of duplexes. And then when I start talking about what I'm actually doing, I'm like, I'm actually doing things like
Yes.
we bought a piece of property and we're developing it. We're going to tear down the house and subdivide it into 7 lots and have 7 houses. Like, okay, that's
Very good. That
something,
is something. Yeah. That's
So,
amazing. So I love what you said, right? So take action, imperfect action as it may be, and
yeah,
there's always going to be fear. I mean, until you overcome that one and then move on to the next challenge,
yeah.
and there's going to be some fear, but take action. I love that. I love that.
And it's so funny because I was talking to Dustin
Mhm.
one day and he about imposter syndrome. And he said that he was watching something with Tony Robbins and he said, oh, do you get over that? So, like, even him, that is this epitome of
So
strength and
evidence, right?
confidence and all of this stuff. And he also has that. Like, we're all just human and we
Yeah,
all just need to remember we're just people and just do it. Just do
just
what you
do it.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Famous words from Nike, right? So.
Right.
Yeah. That was funny, imposter syndrome, because I have that too. And I remember I was telling Pace this, and he goes, "You're not the only one." He says, like, when you move up and you have a different level of success, it's just imposter syndrome at that level. So we're all,
Right.
and he says, guess what? It doesn't go away.
Right.
It's
Exactly. That
just
was
going to
my
be a
point.
different
Right.
level. Yeah, a different
Yeah.
level. So,
Absolutely.
hmm. Well, my dear Fran, this has been so much fun. So
Thank you
amazing.
so much. It
Yes.
was.
Yeah, and it's just so great to just come on here and just have a conversation and just know more about you and what you're doing and how you're changing lives. And I know that you're just gonna crush it and no matter what you do, because you have that drive and you take action. You're gonna be like that Miss Tupperware woman there. You're gonna be
I hope so. That's my goal.
you're gonna be crushing in RV parks, co-living land. Anything you touch turns to gold. So I love
Thank you
that.
so
So
much.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. I will have all of Fran's information in our description. Please reach out to her if you have deals for the RV parks, for co-living, for land, and also if you have money. She needs money. We all need money. So we need capital for all of the deals that we're going to fund. So thank you all for watching here on Dropping Jewels, where we bring you real estate live and deals and everything else. So thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks.